Okay, so this is a product review for the fish bone meal. There's a lot of different types of bone meal out there. So if you're gonna buy something that's made from like animal bones, for example, like cows and pigs, and they slaughter them and they burn it and they do all this stuff to the bone meal. The thing is that I would prefer to use a fish bone meal before I would use the animal bone meal, and that's just my preference. Why is that? Because, well, I don't know. The animals that they keep inside those slaughterhouses that sit inside those bins all day long. Now, is fish bone meal absolutely pure and organic? Not necessarily. I mean, I don't. This is our OMRI listed, so this product is generally a good product. But all fish, to some degree, are going to contain slight contaminants in their bone. It concentrates in the bone. So if there's fluoride, benzene, halogens or halene, and all of these other chemicals that are in water, including mercury and lead, yeah, to some degree, it will begin to concentrate within the fish. So yes, it goes right to the bones. The bones, it'll concentrate the most at the bones, because all minerals will tend to want to coagulate at the bones, because the bones, it's trying to harden up that material, that mass, more than, say, the skin or the flesh part of it. You just got to keep that in mind with bone meal. But the thing I like about bone meal is it's really high in phosphorus. It doesn't have any potassium. I'm not that worried about it, but it's high in phosphorus. And you could add this to a watering can and water it into your soil and feed your plants a little slow feeding phosphorus that way. And it is considered organic to some degree. I mean, it's not like a chemical. But this is the brand that I use, Down to Earth brand. I usually use a lot of their products. I'm a big fan of this company. They really do deliver a pretty good quality product. The packaging is a little bit, I don't know, it's a soft box, and they put like the bag inside of the soft box, so it kind of wants to bulge out. Like if you wanted to buy 2 or 3 of these and just put it into storage and start building up like a storage for your amendments for your soil. Let me just show you what the material looks like. And that's what it looks like. It's basically really finely ground up bone meal. It's not micronized, so it's not going to be like 3 micron or something. This is much bigger of a particle, but it is ground pretty fine to a pretty good degree, and it stinks like fish. You know, it doesn't smell like rotting fish, but it reeks like fish. I mean, it's just has that fish smell to it. But once you put it in your soil, you're fine. This is definitely a product I like to use because it does provide calcium. It doesn't tell you that on here, but calcium is a secondary macro. Calcium, magnesium, and sulfur are secondary macros, and they're just as important as your primary macros, which is the NPK. So this is not only giving you the N and the P, you're not getting a K in it, but you're getting the N and the P, but you are also adding the calcium to it. So if you do want to use this in your watering can, I would say add a little Epsom salt to it too, because you're going to balance out your secondary macros, because you're going to be pretty high in the phosphorus, and you already got calcium in there from the bone itself is going to provide the calcium. All right, so let me show you. This is what the front of the box looks like. Get you in the right light there. All right. Let me give you a look at it from here. That's what it looks like. That's the company. And here's the back of the box. You can read that on your own. Try to get you in there. It's really hard. I should really try to get lighting in here, man. But, all right, that's good. You can read that. Let's pause the video as you need it. Okay, so that's that. But that's definitely a must-use if you're going to make soil, regardless if you're making super soil or not. This is definitely a must-use to add to your soil, just as a soil builder. How much do you use based on you know, just using that in your soil? Well, then just follow these directions. But if you're going to make super soil, you're going to want to follow the directions I showed you in the super soil. Generally, even if you added a little bit more of this to your soil than you probably should have, or what they recommend, if you added more than that by accident, it's not that big of a deal, because it's bone meal and that's going to take time to break down. It's not like a liquid, you know, Miracle Grow, burn your root type thing situation here. it'll break down slowly in time. As time goes on, it'll start to feed your plants the phosphorus and a little bit of nitrogen in it. But it's not going to be an instant burn, your plant is dead. It takes time. All right, so I guess that's it for the bone meal on here. Oh, here's the side of the package. You can read that too. Pause the video as you need it. Comes with a scatter code. But again, if you want to know more about the bone meal, you need to watch my other supersoil video. And in the supersoil video, I really go over this in detail, what it's good for, what it's used. I'm just basically reviewing a product and my opinion of it and this particular brand. I like this brand because I just been using this company for a while for a lot of different things. Blood meal, this, that. I did give a couple other brands a different try though this year because I wanted to see how they were going to do. In my opinion, I like this brand, so I'll be using this in future soil mixes. You know, again, when I make super soils, I will be using this brand again and probably going to use them for other stuff, you know. I'll leave links in the description below. You can check it out on Amazon. The prices that I'm getting on Amazon are, I can't even offer that on my website cheaper than I can offer it to you on Amazon. Or I would just sell this on my website. I buy a skid's worth of it. I can't do it cheaper. Even if I ordered skid price, I can't sell it to you cheaper than what you're getting it on Amazon. Not this brand anyway. I mean, you could get bone meal that comes bulk in the bag, but you don't know what you're getting. This is OMRI listed, so yeah, I try to get OMRI listed products if possible. So in this particular case it is, and it is from a living animal, so you kind of want to make sure that you're getting something of high quality. If not, they're just going to be catching fish out of Hudson River, taking the bones out of that, and then grinding that up, and it's, you know, I mean, if that's what you want to get. And believe me when I tell you, you wouldn't want to put bone meal from fish that come out of the Hudson River. You would not want to do that. So, all right, so I definitely recommend this product. I am pretty happy with it. I'm actually very happy with it, and I will be using it more in the future. And that's it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.